Okie dokie, boys and girls! The second term midterms are only 2 weeks away! The time has come to surpass A-class! I want us going into this red hot! Hotter than Hades! Hotter than the sun!
That's too hot!
Ever since we sidestepped Asano's little trap at the sports festival, E-class had been hunkering down for the midterms. We were stoked, but at the same time, the atmosphere was uneasy. Only 5 months left until the assassination deadline. The clock was ticking. We were impatient.
Payback time!
Kimiのことばかり思ってる他のこと見えなくなってる必ずそのハート射止める誓ういけてないのは古い話惜しまぬ努力もしたんだし無茶ぶりもクリアしてきたはずいける自信満ちる調子ついたその時いつだってこうやって突き落とされてしまうのさシンナースでシリアスな君の声が刺さってくる何千回何万回僕の気持ち形にして打ち込んで投げ込んでだけど君は逃げてくだけクエスチョンクエスチョン僕はクエスチョンクエスチョン一体クエスチョンクエスチョン君の何をしていたのクエスチョンクエスチョンどうしてクエスチョンクエスチョン君はクエスチョンクエスチョンこんなに近くて遠いのだろう
What a rush! What'd I tell ya? Coolest shortcut ever!
Yeah, it is!
Guys, wait up!
Hey, not outside of class!
Relax, it's fine! After the pole toppling match, people'd be suspicious if we didn't do this!
This is incredible!
We should always take this route!
What was that noise? You all right? Oh, my word. I'll call for help.
It seems the gentleman has a hairline fracture of the right femur. Doctor says he should be on his feet in about a week or so. What complicates this is that you kids are a state secret. He'll likely settle out of court, but my men have to negotiate a gag order.
I can't believe we're...
Koro-sensei.
It wasn't her fault. The street was too narrow.
Yeah, and who'd think an old man would be riding his bike through there, you know?
Exactly. I mean, what we did was reckless and everything, sure. But we were doing it to, like, sharpen our skills and whatnot.
We gotta unwind. We're under a lot of pressure. Saving the world's a big deal.
Will that be reported as my bringing harm to some of the students?
I'll overlook it just this once. I knew the risk when I introduced a higher level of training. I take full responsibility. You clearly weren't ready. This is on me.
Sir, we're sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Perhaps you've grown too strong for your own good. You were drunk on power. You neglected to put yourselves in the shoes of someone weaker. That makes you no different than your counterparts on the main campus.
It stung to be called out like that. But what could we say in our defense? We screwed up. It's the least we deserved.
We are now exactly 2 weeks away from midterms. Consider yourselves prohibited from studying for them. This isn't a punishment. There are simply other, more important things to study first. I ought to have included them in the syllabus earlier.
Please accept the offer, Mr. Matsukata.
No! For all intents and purposes, I'll be bedridden for upwards of 2 weeks. After what they pulled, standard restitution won't fly. No. I'll need something special, something with a bit of groveling involved, I think. What the hell? What just happened? Am I losing my damn mind, or did this room just become a florist all of a sudden?
Please accept my sincerest apologies! I can't tell you how contrite I am, good sir. My would-be assassins and I have caused you a world of trouble. I beg your forgiveness!
Attention, children. I have news. I'm afraid that Principal Matsukata has been hurt and we won't be seeing him for a while.
So he got hurt? That's so sad.
Now, don't worry, he's fine. And until he's back, these young men and women will be here to lend us a hand. Isn't that nice?
Seriously?
Are you all
Why do I have to watch these freaking zygotes for something I didn't even do?
Worst job ever.
You're being eaten.
Hey, we're a team. We all got a sticky slap. He said for even one of us to learn their lesson, the whole class has to be on board.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all right. We got ourselves into this. We should have had the sense to know that someone could get hurt.
Yeah, whatever, as long as I get to appoint myself supervisor. Though with you clowns, it's more appropriate to call me ringmaster.
Hey!
I propose we can stealth study for midterms at home. And thank our lucky stars we got off so light. 2 weeks, unpaid work? Small price to pay for the old man's silence. We should be grateful.
Takabayashi? I can't take you seriously when you're being pantsed by 6-year-olds.
Some of these kids are kind of hyper. So, what do you insects plan on doing for us now? You descend on our habitat like a swarm of locusts. I figure the least you can do is work off some of the oxygen you're sucking up, you losers.
And some of them are just plain terrifying.
Uh-oh, Sis Sakura's in a bad mood again. Yeah, these guys are gonna get massacred.
You think they know she's been here for 5 years?
Or that she spent the past 2 of them rebelling against the man?
They don't call Sis Sakura the elite meat for nothing.
Isn't she way too old for this place?
I don't know, dude. Don't judge. Maybe she just really likes it here.
The real question is whether you troglodytes have it in you to work. How about an endurance test?
Be careful, that section of the floor is all wonky.
You're getting it fixed, right? The building. I mean, it does seem to be getting sort of rickety.
If only we had the funds. Our principal has a soft spot for children stuck on the waiting list for primary school. Takes them in at rock-bottom rates. He can barely afford the faculty he has. Poor man works himself to the bone.
All 28 of us are here for 2 weeks. I bet we could do a few things.
Yeah, a whole lot of things.
That's the spirit. All right then, gang, let's all divvy up the workload. First, a strategy meeting.
Yeah!
Please, Sir Karma, you must stop! I implore you not to hurt anyone else!
Forgive me, princess. Honor compels me to run the creature down. As long as he lives, there can be no peace in the realm.
Quit going off book, damn it. The script says no physical contact. You were gonna smack me around either way, weren't you?
Oh, wow. The fight choreography is good.
No kidding, and the girl's acting really draws me into the story.
Knock it off!
To your rest! Suddenly, the mage's magical chloroform put the beast to sleep unharmed. And thanks to chemistry, they all lived happily ever after. That's our show, boys and girls. What did you think?
Kayano's fantastic with kids. Yeah, girl's got a real gift for reading the room. Plus, she's their size.
So, what are we doing with this stuff again?
Oh, you'll see. Chiba and Ritsu have blueprints.
Careful,
Cool.
man.
Just leave the decorating to me.
And drop.
That's awesome!
Do you want to try?
Heck yeah! Oh, she's so adorable! Uh-oh, is the poor kitty cat lost?
You kids are wonderful. Who'd have thought these children would be tutored by students from a prestigious junior high school?
Don't expect much, ma'am. Kanugi Galka might be great, but our class is definitely bottom of the barrel.
Sharp as she is, Sakura's falling behind.
Till she moves on to primary school, the girl's basically just spinning her wheels. Okay, let's see. How do I explain these equations in a way someone her age can understand? Man, this whole teaching thing's harder than it looks.
Oh, come on! I don't have all day! Ugh. At this rate, I'll be middle-aged before Tokyo University accepts me!
Hey, this takes time. So, why'd you drop out of primary school, if you don't mind me asking?
Huh? What do you think, genius? Bullying! They treated me like poop! It doesn't make sense. You'd think kids that age would be sweet and innocent, eyes filled with wonder. Yeah, well, the second they learn how strong they are, all they care about is picking on the ones half their size.
That was a little on the nose.
I know what you're gonna say, so don't bother. It gets better. Stick it out, otherwise the bullies win. That's the same line my parents feed me. Whatever. I mean, look who I'm talking to. You're weaker than I am. You know how it is. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Huh?
Oh, dear. I don't think she knows how to get down. Poor little thing probably doesn't have that much tree climbing experience. You see what I mean? The higher you go, the more dangerous it is. That's what courage gets you. Thanks, but this gal prefers to keep her feet planted firmly on the ground.
Great, now we're dealing with a cat in a tree. I'll handle it. Come on, man. Like we did in pole toppling.
Sure, yeah. I'm on catapult duty.
Look at it this way. Let's pretend the tree is primary school, right? Where we're standing is, well, this place. We all start here, essentially. And it's where our strength comes from. We were looked down on, but we never stopped looking up, even when the height made us feel dizzy or insignificant or scared the crap out of us. We learned how to climb by taking it one rung at a time.
Who's a good kitty? Oh, my eye!
We reached the top, but along the way we forgot what it meant to be scared of heights. So every now and then we lost our grip. Learn to climb. Start from where you are now. Formulate a game plan. When you're ready, go for it. That's my advice. A trade secret from one late bloomer to another.
Nagisa?
We learned a lot in those 2 weeks. And not the sort of stuff they cover in school. At least not when you're a student. Before we knew it, time had flown by.
Again, sir, I can't thank you enough for letting us do this. We greatly appreciate it.
Anything to help young people become more well-rounded, I suppose. How could a fellow educator say no to that? Well, anyway, let's hope that ramshackle lean-to hasn't collapsed under the additional weight.
Before. After.
What in God's name have you done to my school?
The wood you see here comes care of the lush mountain forest in which E-Class' own facility sits. This was once a cramped and oh so humble preschool building. But what have we here? An elegant and open multi-purpose space.
How in the... They did this in only 2 weeks?
Virtual mock-ups guaranteed a sturdy design. Robust pillars now firmly buttress the dilapidated main building.
We were inspired by world architecture and the golden ratio.
The second floor is divided into 2 beautifully functional rooms. One, a library where the children can read in comfort.
To be honest, it's a very simple design. We could only do so much.
But the shelves are packed. We all scoured the neighborhood for secondhand books.
I donated too!
Adjacent to the library is a posh indoor playground. Careful placement of foam mats and durable netting ensures safety. And protected by a weather-treated roof, the equipment won't erode from exposure to the elements.
I don't believe it.
Here, come take a look at the garage.
We have a garage now?
Ah! Goodness gracious! Our illustrious tech squad has completely remodeled the principal's bicycle, whose front wheel got banged up in the accident. Once an ordinary conveyance, it's now an ultra-safe, high-load-bearing electric three-wheeler.
The rotating jungle gym is linked to the battery charger, meaning that the bicycle runs primarily on the kinetic energy produced by the children during recess.
Meaning also, the more the children play, the more they help their beloved principal get from point A to point B. Hooray for science.
This is too perfect! You kids have gone above and beyond. It's actually a little creepy.
Repurposed for use with a handlebar bell, the principal's old dentures add a touch of nostalgia.
That's entirely too much attention to detail. Damn it. Look, you can spruce up and spit shine all you want. But what my kids need are mentors who can speak to their experience. If you haven't gotten through to them, this was all just a whitewash.
Hey, Nagisa! Ta-da! I came in second!
Wow, that's fantastic! Great job, Sakura!
The trick you told me to do really worked. I snuck in for the math portion of the test like a ninja. I finished, I left, poof!
Pretty cool, huh? The bullies were too busy with their own exams to mess with you.
I caught them by surprise. The teacher was the only person who knew I was coming.
We call that getting the drop on your opponent. It's how we do things in E-class, and it's done wonders for us. Unveil your best attack before the enemy even gets into position. I'm so proud of you. Keep on using those hit-and-run tactics. When you're ready for primary school, you'll have a full arsenal.
So...
Huh?
You'll, teach me some more tricks then?
Absolutely!
That is one scary dude.
He's terrifying because he has no idea how terrifying he is.
You little rat finks. You've left me no room to complain, damn it.
Oh, welcome back, Principal. Look at this.
Suppose it's time to run along back to class now. I believe there's some important work ahead of you.
Yes, sir!
See you later! And with that, our very special lesson was at an end. Still, though, the midterms were the very next day. It was a disaster. The majority of E-class got booted out of the top spots.
What a total letdown! Oh well, guess that first time was just a fluke, huh?
We didn't even need to crush you at pole toppling.
What's the matter, dorks? Kitty cat got your tongue?
Grades are the end-all be-all of this institution. The bottom feeders have no right to address those in the top echelon.
No kidding. Then by that logic, I guess you got nothing to say to me.
Despite being forbidden to study, one student remained undaunted by the 2-week handicap. Of course, substantial traces of prep work were clear when I popped by the day of the summer festival. One can't help but admire the young man's initiative.
I shouldn't get cocky. Teacher'll probably be all like, nah, it doesn't count unless you come in first.
Whoa, Karma.
Don't you people get it? I'm the only one here who gave it his all this time around. Everybody else was pulling their punches to give you idiots a fair shot. See, they were being nice because we knew losing would be worse for you than for us.
Excuse me?
So yeah, this was a freebie, and you only get one. Come on, guys.
Thank you, Karma. You just covered for us.
We're sorry for the trouble, Mr. Kurasama. It won't happen again.
No harm, no foul. All in a day's work. Did you learn your lesson?
Uh-huh.
Did you kids take anything away from this experience?
That we're not in this just for the money, or to bump up our grades. We're in this to get stronger, and to use that strength for the greater good, to help people. Knowing how to kill gives us the power to save the world. Intelligence gives us the power to change someone's life.
And we learn not to be reckless with our strength.
From this point forward, we'll be careful.
Failure and frustration can be well springs for growth. Something tells me my boys and girls will be richer for this experience. From here on out, they'll apply themselves more thoughtfully. Now then, time for some BBQ with the foie gras I purchased at a French farmer's market. Glad I could keep this feast on the DL.
Whoa, that was a serious drop, and I barely felt a thing.
What's going on? I scarcely had time to breathe!
Sorry, sir. We wanted you to see this.
Brand new equipment from your pal, the government. I told them not to tip their hand, but they couldn't resist. They felt it was important that you see for yourself how discreet they can be.
Whatever you teach us, we'll use it to kill you. That's how Assassination Classroom works.
But don't worry, sir. You have our word. We'll use what you teach us for good. See, as far as we're concerned, our strength is for protecting people.
Full marks for that answer. When I first came to this class, what bloodlust I found was aimless, and even then, only a handful of you possessed it. There was negligible danger of being assassinated, but the atmosphere was stagnant. Now, however, the whole campus is alive with razor-sharp killer instinct.
I bet one of these days, you'll meet someone just as important to you.
Indeed. At the moment, I seem to be surrounded by several.